that you're healed. Hello, and welcome to today's insight. Right, so I'm going to be talking about the trauma healing cycle. Now, this might be different for every single one of us, okay, but I'm going to talk about my trauma healing cycle. And there are what I remember from my trauma healing cycle is that because it's not as linear as you might think. There are moments where you go through a phase, you come back from a phase, you go back to that phase, you come back, you return to the step prior, and then you get healed, right? It takes a few times. So there first, generally there's denial. Then there might be some depression. I know it took me, and every single year, okay, the depressive stage got shorter and shorter and shorter. At the beginning, I felt down in the dumps for like a week. The first year. Second week, a week again. Third, 5 days. The next one, less and less and less until it lasted for like a day, a half a day, an hour, 20 minutes, until I can just think my way out of it. You get used to it. It's like a muscle, right? What you work on, like I said, what you work on grows, right? So your resistance to it will grow, or your ability to in French we'd say atténuer, which means to soften, grows. Soften the depression, or at least soften how you deal with the depression, how depressed you become will happen, right? And then there's the upswing, which is the happy, life is beautiful, life is good, we are working through this, everything's falling into place phase, right? So there's that. And then there's the okay, I'm determined, I'm gonna make it happen, and the working through that. Now, one of my university's teachers had worked on this with someone, which was the arc, the transformation arc. And in the transformation arc, right, or the way I see it, it's like arcs. There are phases, there are ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs, which are normal, and it happens to all of us. And during those arcs, there are phases in that arc. So it's just understanding that everything is a phase, and it is going to take the time that it takes, but if you allow the transformation process to occur naturally, it will pass, and it'll just go and allow you to experience whatever transformation lies at the other side. I don't know if you hear that. If you hear that, but my neighbor's child is having a rampage, or at least yelling. In either case, so this is one of his phases. Like, seriously, if you take the phases, in the morning, he's pretty quiet. At lunch, you'll hear like a few noises because he's a little bit hungry, I guess. Then during the entire day, nothing. And then at dinner, right before it's time for bed, oh my god. It's like it's a zoo in there. I mean, it is like a zoo. I guess he has an excess amount of energy. I guess dad's home and he's just like, oh my god, another man. Because I think there are only 3. Not that I think. I know there are only 3. So he's like, yes, another man. Daddy is home. And then, all hell breaks loose. So, as I said, phases and stages. You become used to phases and stages in your life, in your day. Like, you have little moments where you do certain things and when you don't. So it's kind of like you knowing how your circadian rhythm flows. When you figure out your circadian rhythm, or you figure out your rhythm, your timing, you will be able to work magic, because you understand you better than anyone else understands you. So, is there something that you need to learn about your own process and your own timing so that you can be more efficient in how you deal with your day? Ponder that.